a professionalism. Why doesn't this stuff? Welcome to Gamebros. This is
every time you play that, I can't help but laugh.
because you picture
Because
him
I
doing
picture him in his vehicle just looking at like the roof of the car and screaming.
it. And can we state that he's a police officer?
No, we can't.
We can say he's a police officer. We're not saying
But
where.
But he says to kind of keep that discreet.
I
But
just imagine him just driving down the street in his cop car, just like
just screaming out the window. But yeah, so and this is
this-
Prodigy.
And guess what?
It's time!
And of course, we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
From beautiful Miami, Florida. And we're super excited today because Prodigy has brought a special guest. Who is this special guest that you have brought to our show?
This special guest, he, let's say, is a magical man
Okay.
that uses tools to create magical sounds for your ears. All right, let's leave
Okay.
it at that. Nice and mysterious, you know. And the reason we brought him here today, we'll show you the video that he created. And
I love this guy already. He's drinking out of a cup. The viewers can't see it yet. They can't see
you
it.
can't see him yet. We're keeping him on the
Because
low.
I can see him. He doesn't know we got cameras inside his house. We're spying on him. Uh-oh, he's taking off his shirt already.
Whoa, calm down. Not the buttons
We
yet.
haven't
Not the
got
buttons.
any tips yet. We haven't got any tips.
But let's. I'll roll the video.
We haven't. We forgot to ask him what he wanted to go by.
We'll
guess
ask him.
we'll ask him
We'll
after this.
introduce him.
Okay.
So we're gonna play the video that he made, so that way you guys know the reason why he's here today.
Yeah. So that was an awesome job. I agree with Matthew in the chat that he deserves a early PS5 for that quality of work. The whole time I Prodigy told me, hey, look, my teacher made this video of for Last of Us 2. I'm like, oh man.
Wait. Let's put him on the green screen first.
Oh, okay.
So, here he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
They actually get to see his face because in the video he purposely crops himself out, I think. But when Prodigy's like, hey, this guy, my teacher made a video, in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, I would like to see the work, thinking, But when I saw the video, if someone would have told me that it was like a high production company that made a commercial, I would have believed it. Like, I wouldn't have thought it was just your teacher that made this video. So.
Yeah. And it's funny because when I saw it on the feed, I was like, how did I see it? You posted it on the music Instagram of our school on their story. And I was like, did he really make this? And I go and watch it on YouTube. And I'm like, damn, he actually made this. And then, so, with my amazing Prodigy producer stalking skills, I go and try to find his Instagram so I can message him privately but I ended up messaging him through the school's Instagram of the music branch or whatever. So yeah. Before we keep going, how would you like us to refer you as? Because some people, here we use our gamer tags, Prodigy, Kuko. So.
I'm gonna continue the trend. That's fine. Wang Lang is my gamer tag. It's
Wait, are you for real?
It's a long story, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but that was hilarious.
That was just really left field.
The point is when I used to play more online, I don't play online as much anymore. But when
Wang Lang with the headshot.
Yeah, Wang Lang, you'd be like, this guy doesn't know how to play, and then just headshot after. I'm just kidding. Probably not headshot after headshot, but I was decent at Metal Gear Solid Online and all these other games and stuff. But long story short, I just took those awful game. I'm not awful. I don't want to say any games awful, but the Dynasty Warriors games. Where you just
the bun smashers, the control killers.
Yeah, bun smasher. Right. There was one character that was named Wang Lang, and he had two. What are the axes that are on the pole axes? I think they're called, or halberds or whatever. And
I think it's halberds. Yeah, yes.
Like just chop.
Or
and
pikes.
It was so ridiculous that I'm like, poor guy is going to go down in history as the worst character. So why don't I take his name?
I'm going to honor him.
Best character and honor him. Yes. There's not really, I don't know what, maybe a couple years from now I'll be blamed for appropriating culture or something, but that's the reason I picked him, because he was so ridiculous and funny that I was like, it's gotta be this guy.
I just imagine him buying a PS3. You got to come up with your username. I remember that Dynasty Warrior Pike guy. I'm gonna go with Wang Lang.
I mean, so I was playing with friends and they were owning me. So I was just like, pick the worst character, because then you could just be like, oh, I picked the worst one. That's the reason.
That's the reason why I'm losing.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm losing. That's exactly right. Oh, I'm Wang Lang. But I kind of ran with it. It's my gamer tag. I have a website for all my video game stuff that if you guys want to check it out, it's wanglangmusic.com. I kind of went with it. You could call me Nick, I guess, but Wang Lang would be great. Let's keep the whole gamer tag thing going.
All right, so Wang. I'll call you Wang.
Sure. maybe completing the whole thing would be whatever.
Okay, Wang Lang.
Because the Wang part is kind of maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Maybe they don't use it as much as we used to use it back in the day. I think Nick and I are probably around the same age. So when did you start gaming?
Well, with the Sega Genesis is my first console I ever got. Playing
because Sonic was better than Mario.
Well, I'm not going to say anything. I didn't have them, but Sonic's music was. I mean, the Genesis music was so much more superior to the NES. Then the SNES was fine, but the sound quality was there was more bit depth. So that's what I think where my music journey started as well, is listening to that Sonic 2 Chemical Plant Zone is a banger. I mean, that's my ringtone as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
It goes way back. And then after that it was, once the Sega kind of fell off the face of the planet with the Dreamcast, I went to the PlayStation. I've been, kind of not because I'm a diehard fan, it's just because I don't think my parents would be okay with me having more than one console. So they were like, choose one and stick to that. I can't have. I mean, I loved Gears of War 1. I think the only one that I like this better than the other ones, and I like definitely like the Mario games coming out now and Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I don't have a preference, but I'm a Sony gamer, I guess you could say, if you want to label me at any point.
But you started young then, so you started with the Sega Genesis,
Yeah.
and you moved on to, you said the Dreamcast. Were you one of the few people that actually bought the Dreamcast?
I didn't own it. No, I back in the day you can rent it from Blockbuster. I don't know if anyone is. I'm dating myself here, but
Just you and I. The rest.
Not me. Definitely not me.
Right, you could go to Blockbuster back in the day and you can rent the whole console for about 3 days.
But it was expensive though, because you had to put a down payment just in case.
Absolutely. The only reason I got it was I don't know, I think it was Virtual Fighter or something. And I'm like, I had to play it, and I got the Dreamcast, and I was like, oh, this is going to be the best console ever. I predicted the completely wrong thing. It was not great. I mean, it was great as a console. It just didn't,
Yeah, it didn't pan out.
kick off or anything. So after that, I just switched to Sony, and then. I've always been a story-driven kind of gamer. I mean, I do play online. I used to play online a lot more than now, but the story really is important to me more than maybe the average gamer. But if the story is good, I'll probably play it. If it's non-existent, it's most likely gonna go under the radar for me.
Okay,
most of the time.
So is that why you gravitated to Last of Us 2 to make this video?
Yeah, I think so. So I played Last of Us 1 late, so I'm kind of one of those, like, I mean, some people might call me like a hater, or whatever, but it's like when someone is obsessing over something and everyone's obsessing over it, I don't want to do it. Like right now, people are, or not right now, but months ago, they were like, bro, Tiger King is the best thing. I still haven't seen it. I'm going to watch it when everyone stops caring, and then I'm going to enjoy it myself. That's kind of what happened. Last of Us, everyone was like, Last of Us is the best game ever, and I'm like, all right, well, cool. And then a couple of years later, I got it. It's also good for your wallet to wait a couple of years, especially if the game doesn't have any online segment.
Yeah.
There's no point in buying it the day it comes out. So, except for Last of Us, which I did. So I'm, kind of contradicting myself. But, I bought the game way late and I loved it. The story was fantastic. It wasn't something unpredictable, but it was the way it was delivered. That you can tell it was motion capture and everything. I think there was a lot of effort in that game. And for someone of my age that sees Hollywood kind of as like reusing the same thing over and over again, like in my lifetime, there's been like 3 Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Somehow, with different characters too. I feel like video games are now where it's at when it comes to like new IPs and stuff like that. And I think that's why I gravitated towards it. I mean, I just finished Red Dead Redemption 2 a couple months ago, God of War. So I'm very like kind of story driven, but I mean, it's also got to be a good game to play. It can't be like great story and then awful gameplay. Just that ruins it for me as well.
You gotta have that match to make it seem worth your while. I get where you're coming from when it comes to storytelling. I love storytelling games as well. That's the reason I got into video gaming, and that's why I'm here now, is because of a game that you mentioned in our pre-show, Metal Gear. You said Metal Gear Online, but Metal Gear, the first one, the one that was on the PlayStation, that's what kind of meshed it for me, where like, dude, this is where video games are going to be in the future. Yes. And my wife's like, why do you love games so much? And I'm like, why do you watch TV shows? You have no outcome on the TV show or the movie. Like, it's just going to happen with or without you. But in the game, if I don't move Kratos, Homeboy's going to be chopping wood for like ever. Or like in my case, Metal Gear 4, I left him on the pause menu. He was just smoking his cigarette for like 5 months, and he died of lung cancer.
For sure. I mean, he was already old as sin, even though we find out later that he wasn't that old. He was like 40s or something. Yeah. I played all the Metal Gear games, and those were, trying to defend those to my friends who were like, do you even get the story? And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't think anybody does.
Not even Hideo Kojima gets the story,
but I mean, like, it was enjoyable to be surprised. Nothing against games that have a predictable storyline, but after a while, you're like, okay, I think I've played this game in another skin in another year, and it's the same thing. And maybe some games, like, Nintendo, for example, tends to really lock down the gameplay a lot, and the stories are maybe secondary. Mario and Zelda, the stories are pretty much
Save the Princess.
Almost the same thing.
Nothing wrong with it because the gameplay is absolutely incredible. But for me, I feel like gameplay can only get me so far. It gets me to where I want to go. Like you just mentioned, God of War. I think the gameplay in God of War was almost immediately able to pick up and play. Like there was no the way they mapped out everything on the controller,
Yeah.
the way everything kind of worked, the pacing of the fighting, it was much better than the previous iterations of it, where it was just just slash the guy as many times as you can and get carpal tunnel in your thumb kind of thing.
Even
this one was way more like, okay, let me charge up the axe and then split them in half, and that kind of stuff was, you have to be timed it well. I think gameplay is incredibly important. That has to be a minimum. I think that's where you start. But if you can deliver a heartwarming or an intense story, I think you're going to be in. I'm not going to return you to GameStop for a couple bucks. I'm going to keep that game with me. Yeah.
Yeah. So even you have to agree. Like, it was crazy on Metal Gear where you use ketchup and put it on the floor and lay down. Yep. And back then when I played it, I was like 11 years old. Like, I wouldn't think of a game that you could do something like that in.
No.
Like, that you just trick someone with ketchup and you put it on the floor and you lay down and the guy's like, oh, he's dead. Opens the cell, and that's how you get out of the cell. Mm-hmm. So things like that, or when you skin an alligator and then you make a hat out of his head, so you could then be in the swamp and you can hide that way. Yeah. Things like that is what sold me on Metal Gear, not the convoluted story that
the story is a little bit. The story is a little bit. I think that you might be right that the game takes gameplay to a new level. Instead of it being solid, it's the one that keeps you like, oh, I didn't know I could do this.
I could get under the truck now. All of a sudden, I didn't know I could get under trucks.
Yeah. I didn't know I can get in a box in a truck, and then they could just drive me around. Yeah. And take me to the next. Yeah. There's a lot of the whole wolf scene with the scent and all. There's a lot of interesting.
And back then, or the Psycho Mantis. I always tell the story of Psycho Mantis, and that happened back then, like 20-something years ago. Until this day, I still haven't seen a game that does something like that. So that was something that captured my mind.
Right. Now, I think, like you're like, again, I'm not gonna be on your show going like, man, Metal Gear's story is amazing, because the next follow-up question is explain it to us. I ain't gonna be able to do that. But yeah, you're right. Like the whole, I remember playing it originally, because I know it was ported to the GameCube later, and I played that one too. I actually owned the GameCube for a while because I wanted to play Ocarina of Time, the one that came with the Master Dungeon, whatever. And it was interesting because the first time I played on PlayStation, you have to disconnect it and connect to the second port, and so it wouldn't read your mind. And that kind of fourth wall breaking was unprecedented before, and like you're saying, pretty much not done since, which is interesting because he kind of, like, if you look up top 10 craziest moments in video games, that one's always there.
I always tell the story of how my brother and I, because my brother's 5 years younger than I, how we were stuck for like a week in the game. We couldn't advance in the game because it kept saying no, because on the box there's a code. You got to use the and we looked all over the freaking map, just up and down all the rooms. And I was like, Richard, I'm DJ Fuego, I'm gonna break this. Like, I don't get this game. What box? And then I was in school thinking about it, and I'm like, could it be the box that the game came in? Nah, it can't be that, right?
Yeah. Meryl Streep. Meryl's number is on the. That's crazy to me.
And then you turn the box and there's a codec, and you go to that codec, and that's where you get the information in advance. And I'm like, and I told my brother, and he was like, dude, I'm gonna freaking, and there's nothing like that's happened ever. But so back to, so what did you use to film the?
Wait, quick comment. Sure. Jimbo in our chat says that he loves your chandelier in the back. Is that
a disco ball?
To me, it looks like a Death Star.
I thought it was a disco ball for.
Oh, he opens it up.
That's it, because we don't want to get copyright.
No copyright, yes.
No copyright. Under 4 seconds or whatever it is. That's my what's it called? What is that place? Like IKEA.
Oh, your IKEA.
Yeah. By the way, IKEA is gonna pay me some money for saying that. So.
All right, sounds great.
I'm looking like
money. IKEA money.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So there you go.
Continue with what you were gonna ask, Cuco.
I don't know. Oh yeah.
No, just real quick. We don't want to hold you for a long time. I was just wondering, like, who filmed it? Did you film it or did your wife film it? What camera did you use? And I like the effects on the water, how you slowed it down and those things.
Right.
Did that take a lot of time?
No. So I'm a huge. I'm gonna go a little bit teachery right now for a second, but I think that you should use what you have to the maximum of its ability, and then if once it's holding you back, you can then go buy something. The only reason I'm saying that is because everything was filmed on an iPhone 8. Actually, this one.
What?
Um,
So you should submit that to Apple, and it's to Steve Jobs. Say,
you're not the
Steve
first
Jobs,
person
can
to
you
say
use
that.
this?
And I don't know how. I need to like get in contact with
Steve Jobs.
Call Tim Apple, whatever his name is. That's
Tim
what,
Cook.
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. I know, but Tim. He on Twitter it was Tim Apple for a while. That's funny. I'll call him up and be like, hey man, can I get an iPhone? What is it? 16? What are we on? 12? Because I shot.
I think we are on 12.
Yeah, I shot this on an iPhone 8, and the thing is, you have to go into the settings and put like the maximum settings for everything. The slow mo has to be at 4K and like 240 frames per second. That's where the slow motion ones were taken with. I didn't actually slow anything down in Final Cut. Everything was slowed down on the phone. So we learned some lessons, by the way. Giving my wife credit, she was the one who kind of like had this direction of the whole video. I mean, we both, and then she's like, oh, let's go to the canal and let's go to the different. I thought we were gonna have to like just kind of just film me in the garage for the whole time, and then she was the one that came up with those ideas. So, and she filmed most of it, like especially the grassy scenes. That's all her.
So in other words, we should be talking to her.
I mean, for the video, yes, but I also represent her. So any questions you want to ask,
Any questions you want to forward to her, you pass it through him.
You go through the Wing Lang Lang.
Wang
I'll see
Lang.
if she's available.
Wang,
Yeah.
Wang, Wang?
Miss
Lang.
Wang Lang Lang.
She's Miss
Yeah.
Lang.
Miss Lang.
Oh,
She's not Miss Wang.
Miss what? I don't know. I never went. Actually, her gamer tag. She doesn't game, but her gamer tag is Mob's Riffs. It's like I don't know where it came out of, but it's like
Does it have to do with guitar riffs?
Well, it might have to do with that, but we put it into a Jedi name generator. Her name is Mavi, Mavy, and then her last name's mine, obviously. But Mob's Riffs came out, and I'm like, yep, that's it. So if she ever gets a video game gamer tag, that'll be it, I guess. At some point.
That's funny.
So is the next video you're gonna make a Star Wars one?
I don't want to. I have mine, man. Mine's the one from I think Wang Lang came up in was still in high school, so it was like 04 or something like that. I'm not changing it now.
Yeah.
I need to keep it for 30 years and then sell it or something. I don't know.
Sell the account.
So the
wait,
name.
I have one other question. For some
Sure.
reason, I've never seen that grass anywhere near here. Where?
Right, the cattails, yeah. It was near a little. So everything was shot on an iPhone 8, and everything was shot within 1 mile radius of the place we live, the house we live. We live in the Miami Hialeah area kind of thing, and there's a lot of like weird places that no one goes that grass grows like that long. So that's where we filmed everything.
And the compass.
So okay, the compass is my dad's. My dad's in the army, or was in the army. He retired now, but it is a military compass, and it has it's not a prop. I found it in because he gave me a bunch of his military stuff. Goes, here you go, whatever you want to do with it. I mean, nothing crazy. It's like a compass, some binoculars.
But where did the conversations like, hey, you remember that compass your dad gave you? We should use that.
Well, so I was just combing the house for props. Like I found that little shiv-looking thing, which is just a tri-sander.
Yeah, I know.
But I found a whetstone, and I'm like, oh, let me just rub it, and it sounded great. So I'm like, whatever. And that's something Ellie would definitely use in the video game, because in the first one they use like just a knife or whatever, something tied with some string. You just kind of like stab and stuff like that. So I thought, well, let's use that. I did have a machete, but it was just carrying it around where cars were passing was not the best idea, so we didn't use much. I used the one in the backyard for cutting the wood, but yeah, everything was kind of like around here, and I combed the house and I found this it was in a military like baggie and everything, like a really old, must have been from like I don't know, from the 80s or something, when he went to Ranger School, and I just took it out. I'm like, yeah, this has to be in the video no matter what. We made a whole shot out of it. It's not the best shot, but it's like a first person kind of shot, and you don't even have a compass in the video game. Yeah. But Last of Us 3, if they do have it in there, who made it famous.
We'll have the compass in there.
Yeah, they have a compass in there. They owe me some royalties. I don't know if I can monetize that or not. I mean, I sent it to everyone and the video to everyone there,
Yeah.
Druckmann and everyone, and I haven't gotten anything back because obviously they're still chilling from having worked on this for, I think, what is it, 2013 was when the first one was released. So
Yeah, it's been
a
7
lot of work
years.
went into it. Yeah, so I'm not expecting anything back soon, but
You know who's really good at that though?
Having it released it the day of
Yeah.
the second one coming out, so whatever.
It
was fun. It was fun.
The guy that made God of War, Chris
Balrog, right? Or Barlog, yeah.
Borlaug,
Chris
he's
Barlog.
real good at. I posted a bunch of God of War stuff, and he retweets me, and
No way.
yeah, he's really good. He's active at that, and Druckmann's got a lot of stuff on his plate right now. So.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I didn't expect. Like I sent it to Gustavo, the guy who composed the music. He's Argentine, so I was like, hey man, I lived there for 4 years, and whatever. He'll get to me eventually. He's not really very active on social media or anything, but whatever. I mean, the point is that it was fun to do. It was something that I think it's my first time I've ever done something like that level of quality, because usually it's all audio stuff. But 90-day free trial for Final Cut, you got to use it. So we use that, and I always like film. We always like watching. It's going to sound kind of hipster right now, but we do like watching foreign films and stuff, because I don't dislike Hollywood, but sometimes it's good to just get away from the formula kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch some stuff from other people, and it's like like the Oscars. The foreign film won the Oscar for best movie this year, so or last year. What is it? The Korean movie.
Parasite.
Parasite. So clearly we're moving away from some things that we've been.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that have creative minds out there, man. So
yeah, and they're not.
I do the palette cleansing with indie games. So like after a certain while of playing Apex, COD, and this and that, I'll throw in some indie game to kind of change it up a little bit. So I understand. I want to thank you for coming on and talking about this, and I think the video you made is amazing. I think it's such a great job. When you make the next one, let us know so we can have you back on and show it off to our fans and stuff.
I'm already working on something. I don't know. I'll just
Are you gonna be walking around with samurai clothes now?
The Ghost of Tsushima would be a great one to do, but Cyberpunk would be great too. I've been thinking about kind of throwing it back.
Since you like to take your shirt off, you could do that one.
You could do Cyberpunk.
Sure, yeah, Summer Body's not in yet, but the Skyrim is on my radar. I know it's been overdone, but maybe a redo, because I think the 10th anniversary is coming out next year or the year after.
Yeah, the 21st. It came out on 11/11/11.
Right. So and maybe I'll do that for that one. But before that, I think Cyberpunk would be good. Ghost of Tsushima, I'm desperately waiting for that one, because when that trailer came out, was finally a new IP. Exactly, Samurai X, everything that we've watched in anime and stuff, I had now coming to life in a video game finally. So maybe something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not stopping. That's good. That's the good thing. I think I'm onto something.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, congratulations and thank you for being on with us, Mr. Wang Lang.
Mr. Wang.
Sure. Thank you guys.
All right, peace.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Thank you. So that's awesome. I'm like I said, the video was awesome. I can't believe he's actually your teacher. My teachers were so boring when I was in school.
It's funny. I want to know what your face was when I said, yeah, he's a teacher of mine.
Yeah, I'm like, because back in my day, the teachers would frowned upon video gaming. Like for you to tell a teacher that you're playing video games, are like, why are you wasting your time with that crap? Mm-hmm. Like it was something that was not, like people didn't look good on that. Same thing. I always tell the stories, like you can't tell your girlfriend, dude, I like video games. The girls will be like, why you like that crap? Or even some friends, like not all the people back then gamed. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like something that you went around like proudly telling everybody, guess what, I'm a gamer. So like now it's for you guys, it's good. Like it's like amongst your friends, you guys sit down and talk about that, or even anime. Like we didn't talk, like I didn't sit down with my friends and say, hey dude, did you see the last episode of Voltron? That thing was amazing, blah, blah, blah. No, it was like, well, I also grew up in Carroll City, so like I don't think my friends would like those kind of conversations.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. So let's actually So if you guys were paying attention on Instagram for about, I think, a month now, or maybe 3 weeks, we're doing a $50 PlayStation and Xbox gift card giveaway.
They can hear that, right?
Yeah, they can hear the names in there. So we've been doing it about a month. We've been collecting names, having you guys enter to participate. And in the famous Los Santos hat that we've used for some of our past giveaways, let me switch to that camera so you guys can see. So
It is from the collector's edition of a game that came out on the PS3.
7 years ago. And it's
And will
still
be on the
being
PS5.
re-released over and over again. So one thing that we have clear right now, set in stone. We're going to call one name.
Do you want to explain why, though, or should we not? About the whole them being in the chat room thing.
Well, yeah, they have to be here in the chat.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to call a name, and we're going to call you guys out by the name we pick. And if you guys don't respond in the chat, any moment, I guess, in any of the time frame,
Mm-hmm.
you guys won't win, and we'll hold this giveaway and do it again for a later month. Just because, we want you guys to participate. We as in Kuko works hard, to keep the show up and running. And we want to always give back to you guys.
Rampage Legend says, can I just have the hat?
Can I just have the hat?
Dude, this hat has been in the studio for a while. Well, 7 years. So this is an heirloom.
An heirloom.
Like all the other stuff. The funny thing is that people that actually walk into the studio, they're like, "Oh, that stuff is real." Like
they think that this is all green screened. And
No.
there's more stuff up here which you guys, we don't have it in frame because we don't want to mess with the
we
green
want to
screen.
see the face.
And you want to see not my ugly face, but yeah. So whoever we pick, if they're not here, guys, we're holding the giveaway till next month, and we'll do it again. Like always, we want to give back to you guys. You guys watch us. We want you guys to participate on our streams and watch us live, and listen to news, be informed, and
we are gonna give another one live today, $25, which is smaller, but still
it's
a good amount.
It's something. We will announce how to participate in the live one that we're gonna do today, a little later on during our news section.
Yeah.
So do you have the drum roll?
No, I do not.
Dang it, I'll do it.
I can play this though. I think that's just as good.
That was actually pretty good. And the winner is.
Show. Put your camera so they can see you opening it up and putting it on cam.
Let me unfold this.
They're not gonna be able to read it because it's gonna be backwards. Because that's how cameras work.
Nice. Didn't know that. And the winner is. Oh no! It can read it.
Oh, okay.
Because we probably flipped it. Cody
Martin.
Martin. Can it focus, please? Thank you. That'll be like the makeup girls. They cover their hand. Like that. Cody. Don't ask why I know that. Cody Martin. Congratulations.
We should have a Gamebros garage sale.
A Gamebros garage sale.
Maybe we should do that and reset right before the PlayStation 5 comes out. And just reset and just have a huge garage sale. Just
hey, that's not a bad. Reset all this stuff.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So Cody Martin, Nikki, thank you, Nikki's laying down the law.
Make yourself known.
Make yourself known. Oh, I'm still on my camera.
Who is Cody Martin?
Who's Cody Martin? Lol, somebody, nobody. For those who did participate, if you guys still want to stay on stream to try to earn that $25 gift card, which we'll announce how to play and enter on our live right now on the show, be welcome to stay. Thank you guys for participating, though. Thank you for everybody who tagged us, who did the post, who followed the directions. We have mentioned so many times how some people don't know how to follow directions. But thank you for those that did. Thank you guys for those who watched and actually follow us on Instagram and stay on top of our things.
And they should keep following us because we're going to keep rolling out.
We keep doing giveaways. Stuff. Yeah.
So we have The Last of Us that's going on. We're going to announce in 2 weeks the winner of that. We're going to do a Ghost of Tsushima. We're going to do a Cyberpunk one. We're just going to keep the heavy hitters coming. Yeah. And if we become famous enough, we might even do a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X giveaway.
So yeah, make sure you guys are just on our pages and stuff like that. Nikki garage sale for charity. You know, it's funny when I thought about that in my mind right now too. When I looked up at it, I was like,
Yeah, well, we are gonna do some charity tournaments.
yeah.
We spoke that
We'll do later plans for that. Like we'll discuss it more in meetings and stuff. But a little hint at what we want to start rolling out, you know, for you guys in the community and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So let's just
Get into Xbox. We're talking about Xbox.
Wait, get into the news.
So we were talking about, you know, Xbox. So Xbox had their ID at Xbox. First thing I want to know is, why does Xbox separate it from the Xbox account? That's one thing.
Oh,
Because their
that's-
ID at Xbox only has 8,000.
Yes.
Which is
and
just
to me,
1,000
I'd rather
more than
have
us.
3 million and something thousand,
Looking at
or
it.
8,000. You know, I'd rather have them know that I posted something.
Yeah.
I don't know why Xbox would do that, but
You guys should fix that Xbox. That's one thing. But I do commend them because they had 6 videos showing off maybe 5 to 6 games each video. So if you do the math, they basically showed off 40 games, roughly around there. And a lot of the games look really, really good.
Yeah.
And I think that Xbox did a good job just making these games known to people. Some of them we have seen before in the past in other events and other stuff. But it's good to see that they're still in the works and they're still coming to console. They had a bunch of different creative. You had skateboarding birds. You had first-person shooters. There was one where you had like an arrow that showed that when you hit something, turned into gold to solve puzzles and stuff. And it's very interesting. I like that Xbox is still standing firm with indie games because, like we spoke.
I mean, they
with
did
Nick,
pick up all those studios last year.
Yeah.
So it is important that they show that they are doing something with all the studios they picked up, because if not, you know, it wouldn't look too great on them, on their part.
Yeah. But it's good to be able to, like we said with Nick, like kind of cleans your palate a little bit by, you know, you have these heavy big games, and every once in a while it's good to play an after party, which is a cool, fun drinking game. Or playing like Shantae's, I forgot, the seven whatever.
The 7 C's.
But all these little
Seven
games
Cs?
are you know, what's this banana game?
My friend Pedro.
Games like that are always fun to just kind of
Yeah.
switch it up. Even last night, I was playing with my son Enter the Gungeon, and we were having a blast just running around the dungeon.
It's a classic. I remember
So,
playing them.
I think if Xbox continues, you know, having all these
Supporting
indie
all
games
that,
and
yeah.
supporting them, I think that's a good thing for Xbox.
Yeah. One game I did want to mention, which I think we mentioned once on the show before when it was like going to come out as a Founders Edition or something like that, was this game called Spellbreak.
Oh, yeah.
Spellbreak is a battle royale, magic-based battle royale, if you want to call it that. It's based around different abilities that your character has.
Harry
and stuff
Potter
like that.
Battle Royale, basically?
Yeah.
Oh,
You-
Levioso.
Leviosa.
Oh, sorry.
It's Leviosa.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
But so Spellbreak was one that they showed at IDEA Xbox, kind of announcing that they would actually
So people know that it's coming to Xbox as well, because this has been on PS4, right? Early access,
this has
basically?
no. I think no. What's gonna be what I think it's gonna be now on Xbox. It was on PC and PS4 for like what's it called? A pre
Zack and Cody
thing. Oh my gosh, wasn't freaking whatever. Early
Founders,
access.
yeah,
There. My bad. Founders Pack is what I was thinking of. I can't believe I forgot that. Just said it. Okay. And
I don't know why Sony doesn't use early access. I know they had the Founders Edition with
Dauntless.
Dauntless or and they've done it with several
Paragon.
games. Paragon's the one. Just say it's early access, dude. Why not
yeah.
use the same
I don't know.
connotation that all the other?
It's because
systems
you know
use?
why I think when people think early access, they think free.
Oh, they also think early access like buggy.
Because I thought free. They said closed beta, and I'm like, oh, I could sign up, and I did, and they're like, oh,
here,
well,
buy the game.
buy the Founders Pack, and I'm like, what?
Smite did the same thing. You had to buy into
that's right,
it.
That's right. Nikki said she's a Hufflepuff. Hogwarts houses in the chat.
Okay. Oh my.
All right, so feel free to put your Hogwarts houses in the chat.
I don't even know which. I'm the house that Harry Potter.
I would
was
probably
in.
be like Slytherin, if that's or Gryffindor. I don't know. I don't know if those are the names of the thing. Or Gryffindor is a beast.
I want the room that has all the fine chicks in it. How about that?
So from
Put the hat on. He's like, yeah, this guy's a pervert. Stick him with all the chicks.
Something else that was kind of interesting that came out from Xbox as well this week was that Phil Spencer was asked, tweeted at, tagged in, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, how'd you feel about
After
the
the
PS5's Sony event? And Phil Spencer's like, I'm very confident in our product. We're going to do well. After seeing that, I'm confident that we're going to do well. So how does that make you feel? What do you think Phil Spencer
I wonder how the people in the chat room feel about
sleeve?
that. I just feel that he is comparing numbers to numbers. He's comparing like it happens in sports a lot. Like how much can he bench? How much can he curl? How much can he squat? And then how fast can he run the 40? And then sometimes it works. Sometimes when you do that in football, you do get a good player. But sometimes you get the Zach Thomases of the world that numbers wise they don't match up, but on the field they work really well.
Yeah.
So changing it to video game terms, so like, okay, yeah, Xbox has the 14 teraflops or 16 is what it is, and they have all this power, this raw power. So when he's comparing numbers and says boom, 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 we're better, we're stronger. I like where we're positioned now. But
so they can come out and say that title.
Yeah.
That's and to me.
That means a lot in marketing.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say. If you want to put something out there as the best or the most powerful, you got to mean it, and it has to be it. Because, like we always say, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
And if Xbox is willing to come out and say they're the strongest console of this generation, then they have to be. So then again, when you market that to people who don't know anything about consoles, like, they're not going to look into teraflops. They're not going to go into the specifics of the CPU.
Yeah, the
and
regular mom and pop, the ones that are not watching this show, people that just say, hey, the new Xbox and PlayStation is coming out, they'll go to the store and they're like, what's the prices? Which one's stronger? Yeah. And they'll say, this one is stronger. This is the price. They're not going to say, like, which one has the little rumbling thing in their controller, which one has, hectic feedback on their triggers. They're not going to get that information. Yeah. They're just going to get this one's 12 and this one's 16.
And this one costs this and this one costs this.
Yeah.
So,
and
that's how it is.
We have heard about the Lockhart, which is the cheaper version as well.
Yeah, which we showed off a picture of it. It's like a very...
Like half the size of the other.
Size. They cut off like the height in half, and it's like a little tiny white cube.
Okay. So that is to me the most important event that we're waiting for right now. The price reveal event for both.
I think that's
consoles.
what everyone's waiting for. To be honest with you, everyone's definitely seeing where they're gonna put their money because in the end that's what's gonna pay for it. That's what's gonna make you have it. So definitely that's what they're gonna do.
But as Phil Spencer has to be. He can't say, "Hey, Sony killed it. I'm scared."
Oh yeah, of course
he's gonna. Just like if you ask the Sony executive, Sony, where do you think the Sony stance is gonna be? We're amazing. My console could do this and that and this and the other.
You don't want to see an owner not confident in his own product.
Yeah,
that's never a good thing. So, on the topic of money, talk of making money. Making the big bucks. Well, I don't know how many.
This
how
is
much
a
big
new
bucks,
way to make money.
But this is a new way to make those big bucks.
I would have never thought that this was going to be a stream of income that someone can have.
What's happening to our PS5? This is looking like a broken TV. What the heck?
Is that on purpose or
no? I'm just roll our hardware.
But it works perfectly fine.
This is exact on the topic of bugs. You guys can become bug bounty hunters.
That's crazy. Like, I would have never thought that could have been a profession or something that I could get paid for.
Yeah. For
finding or discovering different bugs in the operating system.
Yeah. So as Sony has some of the history of hacks, at least one of the big major ones back in 2011 or 2010, I believe, was anonymous hacking into PSN.
The DOS attack.
The whole attack. It was bad. So what they're opening up is like initiative for people to go into their security and I mean, go and find bugs in their security systems so they can, you know, beef it up for, I'm guessing, the launch of PS5, right? That's very important. So they're going to be beefing up their stuff, wanting to just counter a bunch of new things that maybe be out there on the, you know, black market or the dark interwebs. So it's pretty interesting to see that Sony's like actually willing to pay. I don't know how much. I didn't look into specifics. Willing to pay you to go and find breaches or anything in their security is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm glad they're starting to be proactive about it and actually putting forth some thinking on what the future could bring. That way they can be ready instead of being prevented. They're being, you know, being in the forefront and actually finding ways to counteract these because it's gonna keep happening. There's DOS attacks all the time on different products and different servers and stuff. So if Sony could get ahead of the problem and figure out ways how to prevent all that and make things smoother, there's nothing worse than you trying to download a game the day it comes out and you can't get it and stuff like that. Yeah. And we've
or you wanted to get online with your friends and you can't get online.
Yeah.
So another thing that came out of not left field, because we did mention a little rumor and some things that were being tweeted out last week, was actually we got a new reveal trailer for a new Crash Bandicoot game. No lead up to it, just like the little puzzles that they were releasing the week before on Twitter, but they just said, "Boom, here you go."
But we made this happen.
We did?
Yeah, we did. Everyone that actually went and bought the remastered Crash Bandicoot basically told Activision, "Please, we want a new, you know, continuation to this story." And we spoke about how is it going to be? Is it going to be 3D side-scrolling?
Yeah.
And all that stuff. And yes and yes and yes. It's going to be all the above.
Because it's a mix of all of them.
Yeah.
It's a mix of every single one.
And it looks hella fun. Like, I would love to play this game right now. I know my kids, when they saw the preview of it, they're like, "Dad, can we get this game?" And it's good. It's good. I think we need these mascot platformers.
But it's also and it's also good that we see Crash still hopefully stay alive for people who didn't get to experience it when they were younger.
Yeah, yeah, but he needs to change those jean shorts. Nobody wears jean shorts anymore.
No, you don't like the jorts?
Nah. Oh, well, maybe that's how Activision is gonna make money. Skins.
Hey, yeah, there is skins if you pre-order the game.
Okay.
That you receive. But yeah, I mean, it was out of left field, but definitely welcome. To me, the Crash games have always been pretty good. They're really good platformers. And like you said, you know, mascot platformers, we don't see that. We don't see those that much anymore. I guess that was a thing of back then, maybe.
It's funny because we lost the mascot platformers and we also lost the skating games, and both of them are making a comeback in 2021.
Yep. So this one's actually getting released in October 2nd of this year.
Also, we're getting them this year.
So we're getting it on basically this gen and current gen and the next gen.
So basically, right after they finished doing the remaster, they're like, "Okay, dude, this worked. Start working on number 4."
Absolutely.
Okay.
One thing I was going to mention was but it's interesting to see that they both had an approach with these like time or like rift changing stuff, only because Ratchet and Clank is having to do with dimensions and like rifts and stuff like that. Like this trailer almost had a little bit of a reminisce some Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, let's not get it twisted. It's not like they saw the Ratchet and
Clank
and said, "Hey, great idea."
But I'm saying they've been
working.
You can see some, like in my mind, you can like it's kind of funny. It's just funny. It's a coincidence.
Yeah, well, just like all of a sudden we have all these Viking games. You know, it's just something that.
It's just like a coincidence,
trend, you know.
That just happens.
And it's also a play on the it's about time, because it's about time we get a new Crash
game.
So they kind of, you know, play on words and stuff. What's up, Mr.
I'm just ready to see Sir Illskills plat this game in 2 days. Like he did
crazy.
The remaster.
It's crazy because it looks like he can almost freaking do a speed run of this game.
I would like to see him do a speed run.
John Cena in the jean shorts.
And he like fully completed all the time trials at max. It was crazy. Some other news coming from Sony, which we've been talking about for a while now, and we know they're aiming to. Oh, the Sony pictures don't want to work today. But that's supposed to be a mock PSVR 2. The reason is because they put out statements that they want to not only improve the immersion quality of the next gen PSVR they're going to release, but they also want to work on fixing, how fluid it is. Because one of the biggest complaints from some people with the first PlayStation VR was that it got the motion sick, and it was very easy to get motion sick for some people. I'm not one of those people unless I played there was this one spaceship game and I just spin and it feels weird. Like if you just spin in circles, that makes me get sick.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can play it for a long time and not get sick. But I just think that's more not of I think that's more of making the hertz higher, making a higher and stronger system.
Making the refresh rate in your eyes.
Yeah.
The world doesn't refresh. That's why your eyes work in a certain way.
Yeah, and we're used to that.
You kind of have to get that same. You got to make it seamless that way. But it's kind of hard for you to replicate that in a screen. But if Sony's able to do that, I'm wondering. Again, it all comes back down to price. Like, how much is this thing going to cost? Am I going to pay $1,000 for this headset? If they can, make the screen better, can they get rid of the cables and they can get rid of the things that make other people nauseous? I think they would have a good viable, if they come in at a good price point, something that people would actually want to buy. I think what keeps people from VR is the people that haven't tried it. And then the people that try it, they're like, wow, what is this? How can I get it? And then when you tell them the price or the point of entry, is okay, I got to get up this and that or this or that.
And it's funny because I had friends and I've asked them, some of my friends, and I've asked them, have you guys tried VR? And they're like, yeah, we tried Samsung VR. And I'm like, you guys aren't know. You guys and then you don't know what you're missing.
Then you sound like the elitists. Like, that's not VR. And they're
yes.
What do you mean? It's like, dude, it's because it is and it is not.
It is and it isn't.
Yeah,
because it's not true, VR in my opinion. That's in my opinion.
For me, when Nintendo came out with their little crap that we have over there on the side,
the McDonald's Big Mac box,
the
Happy Meal, the Happy Meal,
the VR Happy Meal conversion kit. I'm like, how can they even call this VR?
Yeah.
Yes, I guess it is virtual reality in all the sense of the word, but it is crap. But so
we're not gonna get into that. Real quick before we jump into the next section of our news. So I'm gonna jump, I guess, to your camera because they can get more close up. So for the $25 gift card giveaway, we are asking that you guys call in and name every single thing that is on Google's shirt.
So the character's name and what show they're on.
Ooh, a double whammy.
Yeah, it's not that hard, dude.
It's not that bad. Yeah. So show it off again real quick, so maybe they could screenshot it. So you guys screenshot on your devices or whatever, on your phones or whatever, and look at it. Make sure you're showing all of them. There you go. There you go. We're gonna leave it there for 10 seconds. I'll do a nice little countdown. Make sure you guys screenshot and look at it, so that way you guys have a chance to call in and try to get it. I got this shirt
printed just for this.
All right.
They're like, show it again.
All right. So there you guys have. Oh wait, it has your username thing cuts off like a piece of it.
What do you mean?
It cuts off 2 characters. You know Google Primetime?
Oh no. Okay.
Wait. Let me go to it again, and I'm gonna look at it on stream real quick, so that way they can get a whole full view. Right there, around there. So there you guys have it. Make sure you guys screenshot that, so that way you guys can try and guess. Remember, you guys have to call in number 305-600-1021, and it will be plugged into the chat.
Not on the freaking Twitch. It's the tweet that's not working, dude.
Oh yeah, I'll type it in on Twitch.
All right, cool. So from there we go on to something that came out of left field. Something that I woke up in the morning. I'm like, what just happened? Ninja's unemployed? How did that work out? Like, how did Mr. Ninja, the world famous great Fortnite player,
just become unemployed?
Dude, he was making more money than most NBA players.
Oh,
He made $30 million.
Yo, but gaming's a hard job. I don't know what you're
I bet it is.
talking about.
I bet
dude.
it is. But uh-oh.
Here, I can't see it.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, minimize that. What's up? Hello, caller.
We need a gamer. We need a
Caller?
gamer tag as well before. Can you hear us?
Caller.
Okay, let me try this one.
Hello, caller. Bruh. Hang up on that one on the bottom. Pick up him. Hello, caller.
Oh yeah, hello, what's up?
What's up? How you doing?
What's up? How you doing?
Gamer tag, please,
I'm
sir.
good. Trice Little John.
Oh, okay.
what's
What's
up?
up, man?
What's up?
You think you can name these? Like, you weren't even born when these cartoons were on, right? Come on, man.
I wasn't, but
Okay, let's see.
when
Let's
I
see.
was raised.
You were
yeah,
raised
I had
right.
to, like watch old shows and stuff. Yeah.
So if you watch these and
I
you
guess
know what
so.
these are, you were raised right.
I know a couple of them, but I don't know all of them.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Let's see what you got.
All right. On the middle, that is Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, okay.
On the bottom left, that's one of the Smurfs. I'm gonna guess like Clumsy or something.
Okay, we'll go with that. It's not Papa Smurf because
Top right.
Papa Smurf would have had a red hat. Okay.
Yeah. On the top right, I see Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Okay.
And I'm going to guess on this one, but on the left, like right beside Leonardo, I'm going to guess that's Splinter from the original series.
No.
No. Wait.
So you got four, right?
He got 4.
So you got Leo.
Yeah, I guess
Smurf.
that's it.
No, wait. He only got 3. You got Leo, the Smurf, and Slimer.
Yeah.
So far he's
Then
got
yeah.
3. All right. We'll see if somebody beats you.
Yeah.
But so far you got 3.
All right.
Thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
All right, man. See, I like that. Like, how many shows let you come on and participate that way?
Mm-hmm.
So Ninja, unemployed.
Yeah.
Poor guy. The coronavirus got him.
Oof. Oof.
No, the coronavirus didn't get him.
didn't get him.
But he is unemployed.
And this is we're wrong picture. Yo, what's going on with the pictures?
It's all right. So
It's okay. You guys see?
it's Mixer.
It's Mixer. It's Mixer. This is just broken as Mixer is because guess what? They got shut down.
They didn't get shut down.
Yes, they did.
No, they got bought out.
They
man.
got bought
That's
out.
a big difference.
Whatever. Yes, bought out. So, Mixer.
One day, our boy woke up in the morning. Yeah, he's like, how's Facebook doing? It's doing okay. All right, let's acquire something. Let's buy something. Let's buy Mixer.
They just woke up and said that.
Yeah, what's his name? I was gonna say Steve Jobs, but it's not Steve Jobs. What's this kid's name?
What? Oh, Mark?
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg woke up one morning. He's like, I'm just gonna buy.
I'm just
gonna buy something.
Mixer. Oh, is there anything on the market? Mixer. Yes, fantastic. That's what we're gonna have for breakfast today.
So I was under the assumption that they were buying their systems, their TriCasting. I thought that's what they were buying, but apparently it's not. Prodigy,
No.
right? Can you
elaborate?
Yeah, can you inform me what really happened?
So what happened was,
I wonder if
so
Nick
what
can
happened?
name all the guys on my shirt. Who? Nick?
Oh, Nick.
Or no,
Nick.
It should be Mr. Wang Lang.
Ligma. Well, wait, what's going on? Looking lean, lean. Okay, continuing on with Mixer news. Okay, so Mixer got bought out by Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is that the Mixer platform is no longer going to exist. They're basically going to disband their platform and now have all that.
Do they have like a due date for that? Like, we're gonna have Mixer up to 1st of July, and then
See,
after.
I don't know, because even the partners because if you guys don't know, there's levels when it comes to streaming for streamers. There's levels like affiliate, partner, and stuff like that. That you reach,
Which we're trying to get
throughout. Yeah, partner is our dream. That would be amazing, but we'll make it happen. So the partners for Mixer are either forced to go to Facebook Gaming, or just go somewhere else, which would be Twitch, right?
Yeah, like what other platforms are there? So there's YouTube, which is a little different.
It's different. Not a lot of gamers go to YouTube.
They go to YouTube for other stuff. They don't go for live streams.
Yes. So I mean, the weird thing and the crazy thing that what happened was that not even the partners or the top of the top on Mixer knew that this was happening.
Yeah.
The day they put out the statement they're closing is the day everyone found out. So that's why it was such a big
So Ninja woke up in the morning. He's like, I'm just gonna stream. No, you're not.
No, you're not. We're shutting you down. I mean, I guess that's why it was such a big deal because.
But the biggest guys were over there, right? Like Mixer actually forked out the cash, and
they happened. Yes.
So one was Ninja and the other one was Shroud, right?
Yes.
Those are like the biggest guys right now.
Hello, caller.
Hello, it's Rampage.
Oh, what's up, Rampage? So can you?
I want to answer the thing.
Okay. What do you got for me?
Thundercats, Leo, Slimer, Transformer, Inspector Gadget, and G.I. Joe.
Okay.
What are the characters' names?
Inspector Gadget, you got here.
Yeah,
Cobra Commander, Lion-O, Inspector Gadget, Slimer, and Leonardo.
Okay. What about the rest?
I can't see your shirt.
Wait, let me go. Well, I don't have them.
He's.
Oh, the Smurf. Smurf, yeah.
The Smurf only has a hat though. That's
yeah.
gonna be hard.
There you go, Smurfs.
I don't know if you can see it there.
This one, we're missing
Yeah,
that
one.
No, we're missing this one. Nobody's ever mentioned that one. This we mentioned Transformers, but who is it?
Oh, is that Mr. T?
Yeah, it's Mr. T.
There you go. That's another one. And the other one should be damn. I know it's a Transformer, but it's
Rampage is trying to make up for his showing on the tournament.
I really am, man.
All right. So far he's winning. Let's see if someone can finish it and beat him. If not, we're gonna have to give it to Rampage. But so Ninja woke up. He was unemployed. Shroud was unemployed. Poor guys. I don't know how they're gonna do it. So there, and then we wake up and see that on Twitch, this guy got suspended permanently.
Oh, Dr. Disrespect.
So they're kind of opening up the gates for Ninja and Shroud to come back.
They're like, perfect opportunity to ban a big streamer. It's crazy.
Twitch could help us out if they want, man. Help us out so we
Twitch,
can grow.
Yeah. Just send us some of like anything.
How about you just do what do they call raid? Just get all the Dr. Disrespect guys and raid us.
Raid us. But yeah, so that was crazy news. It was just out of left field. We didn't think why would Mixer get shut down like this?
Yeah.
Or bought out. It was pretty crazy.
Now, do you think that Facebook could fill that void?
See, I don't know. To me, I don't.
That's why when you told me because usually what Facebook does, they buy things and they just leave it. Like they own Instagram and just Instagram
does its thing.
We'll just leave it there. WhatsApp, they own WhatsApp.
It just has their name.
Leave it there and just let it do its thing and I just don't understand why they would buy Mixer just to close Mixer. Like if Mixer is their competition. Like I don't see people like, hey, Facebook Gaming is the place to be. Leave Mixer to Facebook Gaming, and then that's like the saying goes: if you can't beat them, join them or make them yours. One of the two.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that train of thought, but
No, I absolutely agree. I think the same exact thing.
yeah, Aaron, we announced the winner. We're doing another giveaway right now. If you can name all the people on my shirt, you can win a $25 gift card.
Yeah.
Rampage
And also
let-
just
let-
stay on our Instagram and stuff like that throughout the months. Remember, we are
Yeah.
still doing our Last of Us giveaway. If you guys do want to participate in that, go to our Instagram. Link is in the bio for the social man. Jumping from Mixer to, I guess, mixing things up in the gaming community, Cyberpunk did a little live stream this week and showed off two.
Do
and-
you
and
need to
talked about
see more of
different
this game?
things. To make me sold on it?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, I just want this game to happen already. I know Wrecker from our crew is dying to live stream this. Every time I see more of this game, it just makes me want it more. CD Projekt Red has done such a phenomenal job with making games and making you want a game.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they're polishing it. I see this footage and I go, what are they going to polish? Because it looks pretty damn polished to me. But
Honestly, in such a big world, I think there's some bugs that can be
yeah,
found.
of course.
And they want to, eventually, no game is ever perfect, but, some games can say they're pretty damn good. And
Yeah.
I guess they want to do that. So they showed off this new trailer, which we were playing right there, which was Night City Wire.
They have a mind bomb thing.
The name was I forgot the name of the trailer. They also showed off gameplay of this
called mind
virtual
bombing.
reality thing that you go into, which to me it's more like the Matrix.
Yeah. So basically, they sell footage of things that happen, and then they classify them as like a murder, and you pay more because of the adrenaline rush you get out of seeing a murder happen, that you're getting killed but not getting killed. So the junkies go to get, like in the Cyberpunk world, they go to these places to get those fixes. So since you are a mercenary, you go to these to actually get information to solve different, things that you got to solve. Basically, to me, it was kind of like the detective mode of Batman, where he can slow down and rewind.
That's exactly what it looked like.
And then get like, oh, I'm gonna get the image that's on the TV is the bad guy, and so basically it's there. Like I just like the way they spoke about it on the video, making it seem like they came up with this bright idea when it's other people have done it, but they're kind of like perfecting it, making it better, of course, because they saw what the other one did and improved on little things.
Yeah.
But this is interesting to me because it adds another facet. So when you actually start the game, you get to select what you look like. If you're male, female, the voice. You could be a male with a female voice or a female with a male voice. You could select all those things. And then you could then select where you're from. You could either select that you're from the Badlands, which means that you're out from the boonies. You could either be a street thug, so you're like a street person. You could be a person that is from the imperial side, like you come from of wealth. So you have, and then that affects your dialogue trees, because the way you were brought up,
way you talk, the
the way
things
you
you
talk
do.
and stuff. So I thought those things were all very interesting. So I would like to see like what your playthrough is compared to my playthrough. And you've been watching me play Last of Us, and you could see how
different
little
you
things,
play. Yeah.
little things that are how I
And-
play, but also
and
like
the
I
world.
found this, like, oh, I found the shotgun here. How come you have it now? So things like that. It would be interesting to find out, like, okay, since I'm a city slick kid and you're like from the boonies, and how things change. I would like to see how that works out.
No, yeah. I think that demonstration was great. I think Cyberpunk has so much depth that we don't even know about yet because no one's got to try it. So it is definitely exciting to see it. I bet no one can wait till November. It's crazy because, they did push it back. But
Now, do you get it for the PS4 or the PS5 or the Xbox One or Xbox Series X?
like, is it going to be? Excuse me. Aren't they going to be able to?
They're
transfer
gonna
it?
enhance it. You could transfer all the information, your saves and everything, but you're not gonna get the graphical and the FPS boost till like later on. They're like a month or two later. They're gonna come out with the patch for it.
Mhm.
Like right now, they're focusing super hard on getting the game out for the current gen.
Yeah. And one super interesting thing, which was also announced in this live stream, was that there's going to be something coming out called Cyberpunk Edgerunner.
on Netflix.
which is gonna be a Netflix
Exclusive.
animated series.
Made by some heavy-hitting anime people.
Oh, so it's gonna be an anime.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I
yes.
read it wrong.
Made
I
in
thought-
Japan.
I thought it was animated. So it's gonna be an anime.
Anime.
Oh, wow.
Animated series.
This is gonna be fantastic.
Made in Japan, and I think it works
It has
beautifully.
it has to be some of Ghost in the Shell producers or something working on this, because Ghost in the Shell was an amazing film,
Yeah.
and they love their cyberpunk. They do a lot of cyberpunk anime.
Mhm.
So, damn. Now I'm excited. I'm even more excited now. That's gonna be
No,
awesome.
yeah.
That's gonna be also a pretty good heavy hitter for Netflix.
And if you
want
want to have an anime, might as well go to Japan to get like
oh, absolutely. It's,
to get the best of the best. Right?
American anime is okay. Any try of like American production company that tries to make animes, they're okay.
It kind of looks cheesy though. It looks like they're
that's
trying
why.
to copy
So
what they're
so
not. So
that's gonna be really really cool. So I can't wait for that to come out. It's just crazy. It's very good cyberpunk news. It just gets us more hyped. Really.
Yeah.
That's really.
so
what
the
it
thing
does.
is, the game comes out this year, and the
Mhm.
anime series comes out next year.
Next year.
So right when you're getting over some of the cyberpunk, I know there's gonna be DLC. They always come out with some good
Mhm.
DLC. Then you're gonna get into like the whole. And the good thing about that is that people that are not gamers could actually through the Netflix series can then say, hey, this is based on a game. What game? And actually, we can introduce new people into our little hobby, which is
Yeah.
video gaming.
Oh yeah, it's a good way to think about it as well. So yeah, those were some of the stuff that came out this week on Cyberpunk. Something else that was going on all over Reddit, where I picked it up on Twitter actually. There was some leaks on Rainbow stuff for next season.
Yeah.
So let's start first the rework. Next season's rework is going to be Skyscraper.
So did they announce that though?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if they announced that they will or we're finding out through this.
Unless
leak
it's is it
footage.
Chalet. Well, crap. Let me see the roadmap real quick.
Yeah, because
year 5 road. Because I know
funny
I
because
know
they're
it's
already
Chalet,
reworking
it's
game-
Chalet and Skyscraper.
it's funny because they're reworking maps that are not in the original. Like you would think.
Skyscraper, yes, Skyscraper's next, and then Chalet season 4.
Okay, the following.
Yes.
Okay, but you get what I'm saying? Like they're already reworking maps that instead of reworking all the maps that like rework the airport, the plane, or rework.
I think it's
Yacht.
How do you rework plane? You can't. That plane better be 2 times the size. to
No,
make
just
it
have a
rework.
plane and then have some part coming from like the airport, like stick some airport,
Like a
and
terminal?
terminal stuff.
Then you change the map to terminal. You get me? I mean, you're right.
Or maybe
You're right.
make the plane
But-
different, like
but-
have different
but I
layers,
think-
like a. Well, it is already a presidential plane, so you can make whatever you want inside of it.
Yeah.
You can have like different rows of rooms instead of just one corridor. You can have 2 rows of rooms.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? Okay, then not plane, but there's a bunch of other maps that were original to the game that I think need reworks before they start reworking some of the maps that they came later on. Like this,
Yeah.
like Yacht, it's one that came before this one.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like they're probably going with what they can work on now, what they know they can fix now,
Yeah.
the fastest, because like we just mentioned, plane, if they want to have that, I mean, I know they made House not even ranked ready or competitive, ready. I'm pretty sure they want Skyscraper to be competitive ready. They want Chalet to be fixed because that's a map that's already in competitive, but they want to fix it more because there's still problems with that map.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess they got to take their time. They know what they're doing as level designers, I guess. They know what they can fix about their maps and what the
Yeah.
problems from the fans are. But seeing this is crazy because, like, I don't know if you know the balconies that used to exist. Like, half of them are gone on one of the sides of the Skyscraper because,
It looks so much bigger. It's weird.
it's so much more spacious to me
Yeah.
when he's going through it and stuff like that. And they fixed a bunch of rooms. They added doors, hallways where there wasn't used to be. Remember the dragon outside?
Yeah.
That's now indoors.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. When
it's
we
good
see
that
the
it's indoors because it helps the defense.
yes,
So they're not spotted out.
Because remember the bridge? If you say they're
Yeah.
on bridge, there's only one cube they could be in, and
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy to see all these changes, but we'll see a more fleshed out version, of course, not like all these placeholder walls. If you guys are looking at all the geometry and stuff like that, but also it's kind of cool to see how they go piece by piece fixing a map and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
How does this get leaked?
miners that go into the files and manipulate files and unlock things to just open up things they can open in the game. It's called computer magic.
I thought it was some dude just got to test it out and just recorded it.
Those are so I don't know if you remember that happened back when Cabera and Capital came out. They had testers for them, and there was somebody that secretly snuck like a video of them.
Like me, that had my
You
camera.
remember
in my
the
pocket.
Watson gameplay? Yeah, I was about to say that. So yeah, they secretly like snuck video footage of Cav and Favela and everything, and that's everybody was going crazy because it's like, oh crap, new map, new operator, everybody was going crazy. So yeah, not only did we get Skyscraper rework, but we got a look at the operators that are coming in the next 2 seasons.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Show me.
our man called Scout. Well, here's first the secondary gadget leak, which is called mini thermite or something like that. I don't know, but you see how it's like a ring and he places it and he blows it up. That's gonna be a secondary gadget for
So
some attackers.
instead of taking a claymore, I could bring this thing along.
Yes. And then here we have a look at Scout. Scout is what we are calling Sam Fisher. He has the PP2000 or the was it the F2000? Not PP2000.
Yeah.
F2000. And here we see his gadget. And basically his gadget is a camera with a green tint, so don't think it's night vision. But again, that's an homage to hopefully what it is. And his camera is able to shoot. So wait, let me back out before we get into that. So Scout, right? He has that camera. The camera's called drill camera. The camera is able to drill through a breakable wall and peek through the other side if it wants to. If you want it on just one side like he did, it would be an unbreakable wall that won't go through. At least from what we've seen, right?
Okay.
And then his camera is able to shoot little darts that I think did 5 damage, as I saw there.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts on that?
I think that's cool. I think I think that's an awesome way to get intel.
Mm-hmm. And this is an attacker, yeah. This is an attacker.
So instead of having a drone go in, just shooting a little dart and drilling a little hole and having a camera to be able to see inside the room, it's so much better than just having a drone and they're like, oh, they're droning me out. And what's the person do? Move. But if you could have a little dart and just have a hole in the wall and you can see, you could easily wall bang people really, really crazily because you know exactly where they're at. You're like, okay, he's standing right here. Oh, okay, pop, headshot.
Yeah. And not only that, but I think it's going to change the way you approach certain rooms. I mean, I can stand next to a wall where I know the objective is going to be in it. I can be like, I don't need to throw my drone in there. I can just shoot this right now at the wall and drill through, and I can see everything that's going on.
And you could have probably drilled from the bottom up, too.
Oh, that would be... Or from the top down.
Top
on the
down,
roof. You
bottom
got a
up.
whole camera in that one room.
Yeah.
That is going to be super powerful if you want to attack objectives.
Especially
and
if
stuff
you're
like
like
that.
in house and they're, always want to chill behind the bookcase, drill up, poof, see you around. Oh, he's there. Poof, shoot the bottom floor out.
Yeah, it's going to
What's
be
up,
really, really
Carlocho?
cool.
Good to see you, my friend.
What's up? So yeah, that's Scout, and so far that's what we know. From
No,
the leaks.
no. Rookie the Cookie is not the best operator.
Who is then?
Not him.
Echo the Gecko?
Not him. That's for sure.
Is
That's
it Echo the Gecko?
He's pretty good defender.
He's
yeah.
up there. Okay. Or Jägermeister.
Yeah, could be.
Oh, Jaeger.
What else we got?
So after
So
from
it
Scout,
shoots little darts. You're
Darts,
saying, like 5
yeah.
damage. Not bad.
yeah,
There's got to be some cooldown to it.
we'll
Kill
see.
anybody
Yeah.
with it. It's
Maybe
more
you
like
can.
to
Who
bother.
knows? Oh, to
to
annoy
pester,
people.
Yeah. To
Yeah,
pester and move
because
people out
it's
of
the
the way.
same thing with Maestro. It doesn't do too much, but when you get hit by that crap, it's just so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh. So yeah, so we have Scout. Scout's gonna be releasing next season.
And you know what? That could that prevent people from
Planning. Oh wait,
unplanting,
yeah, the fusing.
diffusing?
Oh, interesting. We'll do a MythBusters on that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cap Can's the best, baby. Yeah, you know it.
she put it in there. Nook, Nook the cook does not count. Get out of here. So don't look at me like that. I know you like my names. So after Scout, so Scout's gonna be coming out with Tachanka's rework next
Okay.
season. So those are the two op you're getting
Yeah.
with a reworked defender. So kind of a new op, sort of.
Okay.
So you got the attacker and then the defender.
I'm sorry, but that is a new operator. That's a whole new person. That's
Yeah.
not Lord Tachanka.
Yeah. Bravo, my mother did my hair, actually. No shame. I'm saying how it is. So the defender that we're going to get in the season after that, because we're going to have, I'm guessing, a reworked attacker, right? Which, to me, I see defenders need
Lion?
to be reworked more than attack. Lion is a good
Or
good
Finka,
choice.
maybe. Is Finka the one?
Finka, maybe. She might be a new doc or something for attacking. So we have... I forgot her name. For mind blank drawn. Her name is Aruni. Aruni. Can't speak. So Aruni has something called the phase wall. The laser gate or something.
Yes.
The laser gate. She is from... Oh my gosh. Korea, I think? I think she's Korean.
This is, to be honest with you,
she's
this is
Thailandish.
awesome.
So she has something called a laser gate, right? There's another name for it, but whatever.
Why is
The-
she punching out the wood?
Because she has a robotic arm. She lost her arm.
Oh, wow.
So her robotic arm allows her to make holes by bigger holes and even punch out the wooden struts in the wall.
That's awesome.
So she
I like
Wha-
this
wha-
better than the stupid Wamai. I'm not what the Wamai.
Malusi.
Malusi crap. I'm sorry. To me, the Malusi stuff is garbage.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. One thing that's kind of interesting is that I think she doesn't have a repeated gun here. So there's a new gun. Same thing with the F2000. That would be a new weapon introduced. No,
And he also has a handgun.
And he has new sights.
Okay.
Wait, a handgun?
I thought he had the
me see.
handgun that Sam Fisher uses.
The USG. Maybe, but that's the Spanish. No, that's the FBI SWAT handgun.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, maybe it might be from the game. I mean,
Oh,
it might
okay.
be the same.
Maybe the gun that I saw was the dart shooting thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So we finally get new weapons.
We're
saying.
getting some new weapons. What I want to know is what specifically her gun does. Oh no, she doesn't have new guns. Wow. Wait, what? She has the marksman rifle from Dokkaebi in her kit. That's interesting to me. I've never seen a marksman rifle in a defender. That's new.
It's because some people want to have sniping for defenders. I heard Lord Infamous ask, why aren't there any?
The other thing we got to see is there's new sights coming out as well in the season, which we'll see how that what they are. All of them are. If you saw, she could break barricades with one hit as well instead of the 3. So she can instantly break barricades.
Now,
with her
whoever
robot
did
arm.
her surgery should have done my shoulder because my shoulder sucks.
You need that robot arm or that robot shoulder.
I need to get the freaking Winter Soldier
The Winter
thing going.
Soldier thing going on. So, what are your guesses for what her gadget does if you were to pass through it as an attacker? Because if as a defender you saw that she goes through it and it like turns off and turns on, which to me is a replacement for, not castle. Actually, never mind. Forget what I said. But what do you think her gadget does if you were to be an attacker?
I think it just warns you that somebody walked through that space, so you can kind of basically counter it. I don't think it's gonna be like an electrical laser field where it'll cut their limbs off or anything like that. But I just think that
so do you think it's another sound gadget, another like alarm?
It's a warning mechanism.
Okay.
So basically, you could put it on certain doors, so you know, hey, look, the door that I did, the window up in kid's bedroom that went off. They're in kid's bedroom now. They just walked into this one because in bomb, it's not like secure the area. When they walk in, you know they're securing.
And bomb,
sometimes they walk in bomb and you don't know they planted until they planted,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, damn, dude, like now we have to go. But if you have the doorway, boom, they walk in. Oh, somebody's walked into bomb B. We need to start working our way that way.
Yeah. No, I absolutely think the same way as you do. But
it would be crazy if you started
I think
hurting people with the laser.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it does some damage. Maybe it does a stun or something. Because, I don't know. To make a whole laser gate like that and just make a sound, a beep beep.
Maybe it could do something like Watson. When you walk in, it kind of shocks you a little bit. As you walk in,
more not damage side, but more stun side.
Yeah, for just a little bit, like maybe 2 seconds. And you know, in Rainbow, 2 seconds is
life or death situation.
It's a long time to line up a nice headshot.
So it's gonna be interesting. Interesting to see. I'm definitely also interested to see the finished version of Skyscraper because that's one of my favorite maps from back then.
Yeah.
And that secondary thermite breaching gadget is gonna be very, very interesting to see. Like, what if we rock a whole attacking team?
Damn,
with
Cam Newton
Thermite,
signed with the Patriots.
Hibana right now.
All right. Apparently so. Thanks to our boy Bravo.
So yeah, after those leaks that we got from one of our favorite games, some crazy stuff happened down in the Ubisoft studios. They were getting down in
Dirty. They were getting a little when they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have. Just like we can't play that for a long time. These Ubisoft people went across the boundaries and they were doing stuff they're not supposed to, and they got X-nayed.
2 executives from Ubisoft actually
And
got
the crazy thing is that it's
fired.
happening a lot in the gaming industry, in different companies and different stuff. I know in Twitch they were having to ban certain people as well for a lot of misconduct. What is going on?
Yeah, so
Coronavirus? Everybody's got...
I mean, they were getting a little excited, man. They've been alone for a while.
They got cabin fever, as my
Yeah.
wife calls it. Your son's acting like that because he's got cabin fever. And I just said, you know...
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Cabin fever.
Cabin fever. But yeah, no, I think that's pretty crazy, interesting news that came out. Some executives got fired over sexual harassment. I mean, it sucks.
Do you think that's what happened to Dr. Disrespect?
No, dude. I don't think so.
Okay.
He has a wife.
Okay, that hasn't stopped a bunch of people
I mean,
from
I
doing
know,
stuff.
but I don't know.
It's just like
I don't see him like that.
He
I
did
don't know.
something so bad that he got suspended for life.
He got permabanned last year. Remember at E3?
No, but he got banned for a little while.
But he got.
This is like banned
I
for
guess this is
good.
perma. Yeah, he was banned for time. I guess last time.
And the weird thing, they haven't said why.
That's why it's interesting. I don't know. We'll see. The proof is in the pudding, like we always say.
But from bad things, we're gonna take it to good things, and we're gonna show
Great
off
things.
the best top 3 plays of this week.
Yes.
Starting off with our boy, the myth, the man, the legend, Bravo.
So here we're watching his teammate actually set up a pass for him, and after this, he's gonna cut back to where his position is, and he's gonna go.
You can see the wall climb in the background.
There you go.
And he's like,
He's like,
I got this, homie. I'll bring it home.
Boom! Hits it right in.
I
Scores
can
the
barely
goal.
time a regular pass.
How's he out here timing these
Yeah, like,
supersonic passes?
I want to check his computer.
Why?
He might have some stuff in there, like some extra.
Some extra
help.
juice.
Yeah,
some extra
yeah.
juice in there.
Can we
I
start
got you.
testing these gamers like they do for?
In the NFL and start
Yeah, for some
for
enhancing.
roids, enhancers. Which actually, whoa, that's a good segue. Real quick, talking about enhancers. If you guys want to enhance and dominate, you guys see you have nothing left. But if you guys want to enhance and dominate out there in the gaming world, because you guys are all destined to dominate, make sure you guys use code D2D so that way you guys can go pick some up, 10% off with our code Gamebros, capital G, capital B. Going on to the next clip, we have one submitted from Glow, Glow52.
The beautiful Glow.
She's out here bringing out some Gears clips. Out here just murking, like straight in there. The clip starts off just like that, just straight in, destroying people with the shotgun, destroying this guy
Is
too.
there any more satisfying game that has a shotgun? Like, look at this shotgun, how it shreds through these guys.
It's just like the body parts just blow off, like they're just dead. It's pretty satisfying. I agree with you.
So in the future, when this takes place, we have finally perfected the shotgun.
We have made it what it needs to be its peak.
Yeah, because Glow's just
peak
going
performance.
freaking
I
ham
mean,
on
look
these
at her
guys.
guns though, man. All gold out. I know she be grinding on the gears though.
Put in work.
Yeah. So yeah, going on from Glow, we actually have a little funny / more funny than anything, a clip from our COD tourney that we had this Friday, and this is the match from Rampage and MVP MJ King. And Rampage ends up killing MVP MJ King here on the stairs. I don't know if you guys can see it there in the back. Rampage then runs up to me to try to shoot me, and he misses. and he just gets domed from across map by MVP MJ King. I thought it was pretty hilarious. I'm sorry, Rampage. I know you're saying no in the chat, but I think it was pretty funny to see you just like flop on the ground, like
the ragdoll action that happens.
Yes.
It's just crazy because it's what would happen if you got wrecked from the side of the head that way. I'm not no blood expert or splatter expert, but I think that's what would happen.
That's
right?
exactly what it would look like.
Yeah,
like,
bam,
and it just falls and hits your head. Yeah. That was pretty funny. So quick reminder, guys, if you guys want to vote for next month's tourney, which is gonna take place on July 31st, right, the last day of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you guys go tomorrow on our Instagram to get the form to pick the game.
Why do you laugh, dude? It's Fall Guys is the right answer.
If you guys want COD is on a cooldown, so you guys are gonna have to wait. Vote for something else. That'd be great. We want to hear your input. So
we
yeah,
got Fortnite. We got
Rainbow,
Minecraft,
Apex.
Hunger Games.
Guess we have Minecraft. I think we do have Minecraft. I don't know why, but remember, just go ask us tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a post, and make sure you guys ask for that form so you guys can vote for the tourney next month. And now we're gonna get into. Wait, what? We're actually not gonna get into anything. We're gonna jump to our battle royale section. But I think there's something that Google wants to start off with. Should I roll it?
I guess. No, what we should have started was talking about that. And then halfway through the point that we were talking about this is that when we drop the axe on them.
No, I think you should just cut it off quick and early and end their suffering.
No. So Apex, they did their event, right? Which is great. Yeah, it is. I like the shotguns and snipers mode because it's kind of like laid back and you're taking your time.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't won yet. Second place like 100 times. I don't know why. I can't clutch it at the end. But the skins phenomenal. They all look good. The only one that I didn't like too much was Caustics, but all the other ones look so good. I love them. And then I just, why do they have to now play what burns my motherboard? Explain to me why 10 packs is 1,000 Apex coins. And then for the event, all of a sudden, it just shoots up to 7,000. 7 times the amount. Why? They're legendaries, just like the other ones. And then the crafting medals, you could use crafting medals to get a legendary. Those are 1,200. Why are these 2,400? Why are they double? And like for you to get the heirloom, which it looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
It's $100 and something you have to spend, almost $150. I get the Apex needs to make their money. I understand all that. I want them to make their money because I want them to keep this game going. But dude, this has to stop. So like every season, we're gonna have to cough up $100. So we're gonna spend like $400, almost 150, $600 a year.
Yeah, dude,
I know no
lot.
one's holding a gun to my head. I get it. If I buy it, I want it. If I don't have to. But dude, like, come on, man. That's a lot of cheese, dude. That's a lot of. And I get it. They need to keep the lights on over there in Montreal, where Montreal? They're making the new.
Yeah. I think I don't know.
But dude, that's a lot. It's
money.
insane to me.
One thing I wanted to mention was something that Bravo mentioned, which I completely agree, and I can expound on that. Is I wish they did what Overwatch does, and this is what Overwatch does, and I think something they get correct is when there's an event or a season going on, either Halloween being the event or Christmas or the anniversary or whatever.
Do they boost the prices?
What? No, you can't buy loot boxes anymore. Because they had to make a Chinese version and you can't gamble, whatever. But the thing is that any loot box you earn during the time of the event being opened are event loot boxes where you can get event loot skins for free. without buying them.
And I think Rainbow fails at that as well. I think Rainbow also misses the boat on that.
Yeah, where the renowned packs are like, I mean, the loot packs are the ones not in the event. Like if you were to play a match and roll the thing. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And you're not always going to get something from the event in Overwatch, but you still have the ability to play and get loot boxes that can give you the legendary skin from the event for free.
But see, in their case, everything is free. My thing is like, why boost the price? Why price gouge you?
Well, I mean, you can't. Well,
you can't.
I agree.
And Prodigy is, I mean, Lord Infamous was playing with me. He's like, yeah, I want to win this event because I want to get some of these skins. I'm like, no, that's not how it works, dude. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you don't get those skins by doing event stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the event stuff is this crappy little battle pass, the extra battle pass that we're working on now. That gives you crap. Like it gives you little counters and stuff.
What do you mean? The skins of
no skins.
Yeah, they do. Cool. They give you a legendary skin, bro, for your guns. For gun skins, not characters. And you do get a character skin. I got a recolor of Pathfinder.
Well, I'm gonna have to look at that again.
They always give you a loading screen. They always give you trackers for the character it's based around, and they always give you a legendary skin at the end.
I'm gonna check, but I don't remember that.
Not paying attention.
I remember getting freaking little charms and crap,
and you get charms
I don't want.
Well.
But I understand. I completely understand if you say, hey, look, these are event skins. Well, we're gonna sell these skins on top of selling you these. But don't 7 times. 7 times
the amount. 7 times the amount of money is a lot of money, dude.
To me, that's absurd.
Not only that, but they multiply the amount a legendary skin costs with Apex coins as well.
That's what I'm saying. They double it.
And they doubled the amount it costs to craft it with crafting metals.
Yeah.
So I completely agree with you.
Like
it's
if you want to keep it the same price, and then okay, I'm down. I'll spend the money.
Yeah.
But don't try to price gouge me like that.
Yeah.
And like you say, Overwatch does it free across the board. But even when you did pay for it, I think it was the same amount that it was for the other skins.
Yes.
And
they're legendary season skins. Whenever the season's active, you're able to buy them, right? With like the credits that you can earn, which will be Apex coins equivalent. But it's the same amount. Like a legendary is 1,000. If the season comes out and you can unlock it, it's still 1,000.
Yeah.
They're not gonna boost it up to 2,400, right?
Yeah.
2,400, which is what Apex does.
And the Rainbow does the same crap too. They come out with their little event skin.
And like Nikki mentioned something about the normal R6 packs is dupes are still a thing. Duplications are still a thing. Like you get the same thing. That's one thing I think Apex does right. You know, you don't get a single duplicate.
But you get crafting medals, and you get like a crappy.
That's a way to keep the grind going.
Yeah.
One thing Bravo mentioned here as well was talking about heirlooms, where in Overwatch, if you don't know, you can gold your weapons by playing ranked, and during the season you earn a certain amount of credits from playing ranked, and you can make your weapons gold.
Oh, okay.
Which to me is, I think after a certain amount of ranked matches, or you get a certain to a point, you should be able to get some heirloom shards and work your way up to the 200 to unlock, 150 to unlock an heirloom. Because you know why? You know what? I don't know if you know, but they recently lowered the chances of you to get heirloom shards now.
So it's harder or easier?
It's harder to do it.
That's bullcrap.
It's harder to do it, especially even if you haven't 100. If you haven't gone through your entire battle pass, you're now at like, if you've done every single battle pass since the beginning of the battle passes to 100, each single one, you're now at like a 40% chance. It used to be 55.
Dude, I spent almost like $500 in that game already.
See, well, you have a bit more of a chance because you have.
And I still
you've bought extra packs. Like we're talking about people that never bought a pack. I've never bought a pack. I think I've bought 2, and those were the ones for my Pathfinder skin and the Iron Crown event and like something else.
I have the freaking Pathfinder heirlooms because I bought all the packs because I just wanted freaking the Christmas 301 gun.
So, I mean, I don't know.
I guess I'm part of the problem.
I think some games need a, learn from each other. I think that's what they should do.
I think maybe because people like me that actually buy this crap keeps them like, I guess they're buying it. Let's keep selling it to them. Maybe I need to, restrain myself and say, hey, you know what, that skin's not good enough, and not buy it so they can start saying, hey, look, maybe we're charging too much money for this.
Yeah. Bravo put, I think it's okay to spend money on games you love. Of course.
I am the one that I do spend money on the games because I am a small business owner. I know that for the lighting, for this, for the cameras, the mics, you need money to buy this stuff. And if I want Apex to keep bringing out Legends, they need money. If not, they're gonna like, this game's not worth it. Let's stop developing for it. Let's move on to the next thing. So I'm the kind of guy that if I get a game and I spend more than an hour in it, I'll give him my money. My brother's milked this game, and I don't think he spent not even a quarter of what I spent, and this is the only game he plays. But I still understand that these guys need to feed their families. But like I said, let me feed you.
But not like.
But don't
be asking.
Yeah, don't rape me. Okay. I didn't want to use the word, but that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're raping us with the 7 times the amount.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
like, you know
lot.
what? This is a Big Mac, but guess what? It's Christmas time, and this is the new McLarge, and it's 7 times the price, and it's still the same freaking.
It's the same Big Mac.
Instead of putting the secret sauce on the top, we put it at the bottom. So we changed it up a little bit.
I absolutely agree. Some other news.
And that's what burns my motherboard.
That is what destroys Kuka's motherboard, yeah. Going through with some other news from Apex as well. We had some leakers put out some stuff hinting at, bro, why are something happened with the pictures today on the show. I don't know why this is going on.
Yeah.
But here we see Nova, which is supposedly the leaked legend for season 6.
She looks interesting.
She looks interesting. She's been put in the files. She's been put in the files as in like these this coding that usually characters that become playable are put in that certain coding. So that's why people are like, oh, yo, she's coming out, whatever. She's going to be crazy. But then again, remember what happened to Forge? Remember what happened to Forge?
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to get too hyped up. So then again, we'll see more of this. So far, this is all they have. They don't, the miners are still working or whatever. Yeah. But we also have more. Oh, dang, it's not here. Well, there's this other person called Rampart as well. That was leaked since season 1. He's been in the coding.
He's right there, right next.
But more stuff. No, I clipped it, but it's black. I probably didn't replace it. But yeah, so we also have that going on. And talking about these leaks, what was pretty funny to come out was that Apex writer.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I didn't know if you were going to bring it up.
Yeah, an Apex writer
was pissed.
Was mad. Because some of these leakers
are spoiling it.
We're spoiling quests for people. He called them, you guys are selfish.
Wait. I didn't know it was the quest. In that case, screw the writer then, because the quests are not even worth spoiling.
No, quests like the story-wise. Like the story and then spoiling some of the stuff that's going to happen during the season.
Oh, you're talking about
advance the story.
Okay. Everything. Not the actual gameplay, which is
garbage. Not the actual level.
You're talking about the
dialogue,
interaction.
The dialogue and how the dialogue is going to do events.
If anyone says that the events are worth it on Apex, they're lying.
The quests.
I mean.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The events are pretty good. But the quest, that whole thing of picking up and putting that little thing down, it's straight garbage.
Yeah. And these sell.
I'm just calling how it is.
Let's get this Apex fist fights. If Apex wins for the tournament of next month, we're gonna be throwing down hands in the arena.
Oh man!
So
put
in your vote for the forums.
I like Elisa's thinking process. I like that.
So yeah, in his words, right, the writer said, "You guys are selfish little twits." That's quotations right there.
That's not what he said. Twits. He said.
I thought it was
but we can't
say twits, censored version.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean,
and I understand where he's coming from though.
We follow Shrugtoll on Twitter. Right? Yeah. He even put out statements.
And I loot games as well.
Yeah, and he put out statements saying, "Oh, like, it sucks that I'm kind of bunched into this because I choose never to leak any of that stuff. I always leak skins and some coding for a new legend, right?"
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks that he has to be bunched in with the bunch,
Yeah.
Because there is leakers there's the leakers that at least I follow up with are people that don't like to spoil stuff, They're kind of like us. We want to be excited for it, so why don't we all be excited for it?
Yeah.
But, it's pretty funny to see that the writer came out and it's like, dude, I'm writing this crap. I'm putting my hard work and you guys are just spoiling it for everybody,
Yeah.
But that's the way the world works. Yeah. So, yeah. That is going to be all for the news section this week, and we're going to jump into what you guys can spend your hard-earned cash on.
Bob was like, I Loot Games tweeted King Canyon sucks. Yeah, he told us that when we interviewed him.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, Bravo. When we interviewed him, he told us the same exact words. He told us that, yeah,
King
King
Canyon's
sucked.
unbalanced. I like World's Edge in my opinion. Still.
I like what I like of World's Edge is the color palette. Like when I'm running around, I like seeing the snow, the green, the city. Like to me, it's more diverse. When King Canyon is just like dirt everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But I still think both of them are nice.
Are
maps.
pretty good. Yeah, and especially after the changes, we
Yeah.
got to see some new stuff. So we're gonna jump into. We don't have that many games this week. Surprising. A lot of them are re-releases for Switch's versions or re-releases in the UK. Not saying that we don't love the UK guys out there, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the big games come out for everybody. So we're gonna go into biped or biped. It's two ways of saying it. There's no separation, so I'm guessing it's biped. Remember, we always do like a little guess the price. So, Kuko, you haven't seen the price for this.
No, yeah.
So,
and then the people in the chat could also guess. So, what is this? Is this like a co-op game?
A platformer puzzle adventure game, a 2-player co-op action adventure game that you can do.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is Xbox, PlayStation, Switch.
No, this is for the Switch.
Only?
Yes. Switch only.
Rick, I'm gonna kill you, dude.
That's what he's been saying. That a lot of the games are for Switch only. It's funny.
He's probably like, I can't control it. I'm thinking this game's $30.
$30? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to your surprise, it's actually
Free.
cut that in half.
Oh, $15? All right.
Yeah, for a co-op action adventure puzzle platformer.
That's not bad. I might actually get this from Prodigy. I mean, for Bastion and I.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. It looks like a nice little game, and you can have.
It kind of gave me vibes of 1-2 Switch. No, not 1-2 Switch. Snipper clips, where you have to work together
to cut things to fit them together.
to solve puzzles. So
Yeah.
it says PS4 there.
What did Record freaking miss consoles here? Wow, Record, you out here missing consoles, dude. That's a PS4 trailer. I got it from. I got it from PS4.
¿Qué huevos, die?
Wow, Alex's info.
It's all fake news.
Record's
It's phony
infographics
stuff.
really let
It
me
didn't
down
happen.
there. Oh dang it, it's not there.
Coming to PS4, baby. If a game comes for PS4 or Switch, I'm getting it for the PS4. You know why?
Because you don't use the Switch.
Because of the trophies.
Ah, absolutely.
It's all about the trophies.
Now, next game, you guys saw a quick glimpse of it. Iron Man VR. We've been waiting for this game for
yeah.
a year. It was supposed to come out last summer. They pushed it back a whole year.
I can't wait. I want to feel like Iron Man. I played the Spider-Man one, the Homecoming one.
Yes.
And that one kind of gave you that whole Spider-Man vertical thing where you're climbing mountains, but it was still kind of not well polished. I want to say. This one looks like it's all flushed out and well polished, so I want to feel like freaking Iron Man just blasting away.
Yo, I just noticed in the trailer it said download the demo and you get an armor set for the. I gotta download demo. How have I not downloaded that?
I got the demo. I just need to open it up, I think. I'm going to try the demo this week.
Yeah.
I'm still
I'm gonna try it before.
on the injury reserve, so.
Yeah. So this is gonna come out
Fake news, yeah.
on the Friday, which means you guys can expect a stream of this on Friday.
Very nice.
So that way you guys can check it out. So yeah, Iron Man VR coming out. You saw the price for this. I think it's a pretty reasonable price for a
Wait,
VR
you
game.
posted already the price?
You guessed it. I mean, you saw it. Remember?
No, $15.
How about you double that and add $10?
$50?
Oh, double 15. That's 30.
30, $40.
40
Okay.
bucks. So only on PSVR. So if you guys want to be the Iron Man.
You want to be Tony
You
Stark.
can be the Iron Man.
At some point,
this
you
Friday.
have to be able to listen to Iron Man.
Oh,
Bum,
if not,
bum,
I'm gonna be
bum.
playing it in the background. And for Hitman's killer review, which Hitman
Hitman's
couldn't
not
make
here?
it today, we have Castle Kong, not King Kong, Castle Kong.
Nah, you gotta be crapping me. What is this?
It's an homage to the classic Donkey Kong. progress
It's not bad. It's not bad.
through 22 levels
It's
to
pretty
save
cool looking.
Princess Girl from Baron Man.
Princess Girl.
At the release of the game, the first player to finish the game will receive a prize of $5,000.
What?
And any players within the top 10 highest scores will also receive a prize by September 5th, 2020.
Oh, that gives you a little incentive to play this game.
So,
do they make it impossible that you can't win?
I wish Wrecker was here to kind of go on this because I'm a bit confused. The price point here, he says, is, well, how much do you think it is?
$10.
Yeah, $10, but he has in parentheses launch, and then he has $15 parentheses standard. I don't know what that means. I think I've never seen that in my life from a game. Does
So
that
what?
mean it's gonna change later? Or
Yeah, that you pre-order it and it's $10, and then once the launch date comes out, it bumps up to 15.
Is that?
They're trying to cover the price of paying the guy that won the game first.
Hey, if I receive $5,000 for beating a game, then I mean,
You know how many games
count
I've
me
beat in my lifetime? I would be freaking Bill Gates rich right now.
Oh my gosh, I'll probably be like I don't know, like a good high middle class man.
Me
right now.
and Elon Musk would be chilling
We'll
together.
be chilling together. But yeah, so those are the games out this week. With that as well, there's no reviews.
And next week it's gonna be kind of dry as far as games as well. In
Yeah.
September, I only saw like 10 big games.
Yeah, summer is always just like the sun, drying everything up. So there's not gonna be too much games coming out this week. Not too many reviews as well. Hence why we got no reviews for this week.
Next week we'll get Spider-Man. I mean,
We'll have Iron Man VR for sure for next week. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Did you beat Contra
Remember-
without cheating? Yes, I did.
Ooh, got the mic up and close. Let them know what's
I
coming.
didn't need. The first time I beat it, I did use the Contra code, and then once I got better at the game, I was able to beat it without. I beat Mario Brothers.
The
without
winner
dying,
for
going
the
through
winner
all
for
levels.
the giveaway of
It's
the show
Rampage.
would be Rampage. So
Yeah.
congrats.
I got it on Instagram. I'll send him.
And the winner for the $50 gift card giveaway was. See, he wasn't even here. His name slipped my mind.
It was Mr. Corey.
Cody. Yes, Cody. But Cody didn't show up, so we're pushing the giveaway for next month. All right, guys.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys just stay on our Instagram, stay on our social medias, so that way you guys are up to date with everything. Remember, Last of Us 2 is still going to be given away. So make sure you guys still have time to go and do that giveaway. So make sure you guys go do that, and join us on all our socials.
Little
go on
John
our
wants to
Discord
virtually
as well.
shake their hand. Don't worry, you'll get a chance next time.
Yeah. But
Do it
no,
again.
thank you guys for everybody that participated. Thank you, Lil
Yeah,
John,
for
for also
calling.
being in the chat. Thank you, Rampage. Thank you, Bravo. Thank you, MVP. Thank you to everybody who watched and was here today.
Redemption.
And,
Redemption.
But yeah, just remember to follow us all there so that way you guys know.
And
every
tell
time
friends
we
and
do
family
anything.
as well, man, so they can be a part of
Yeah,
this.
share it amongst everybody as well so they can taste a piece of the little community we're trying to build here, right? And yeah, like we always say, live in your world, play in ours. Game Bros, peace.